legitimately spilled an entire tumbler filled with Pepsi before recording this video, and all my special editions are right here next to me. Let's hope they're okay. Hello friends, I'm Rosa. Welcome to the channel. Sorry for the dramatic start, but my floor is still wet. Anyway, so today we are going to be going through my young adult special editions. These are going to be from Illumicrate, FairyLoot, and Owlcrate. I will be telling you which ones are from which box. And that's also why this looks so empty right now, because I took them all off my shelves and they're stacked on my right side right now. So I think I have about somewhere between 35 and 40 books to go through. I am not gonna tell you what the books are about. We're just gonna go through them, look at the foiling, look at the edges, look at all the art on them as well, and that is basically it. Yes. If you want to check out what they're about though, I will make sure to leave links to all of the books in the description box down below. So there'll be links to both Book Depository but also Amazon if you're curious. And I'll also be leaving links to Owlcrate, Illumicrate, and also FairyLoot in the description box as well if you want to check them out. But alright, last thing. I haven't been collecting special editions for a long time, so all of mine are quite new. But I enjoyed doing the version with my adult special editions so much, and I'm just really looking forward to sitting here and going through my books with you guys. So yeah, even though a lot of them aren't like super rare or anything, I think it'll be fun to go through them. So let's get started. We're gonna start out with two of the same one actually. So it's Blood Scion by Deborah Fillet. This is FairyLoot and this is Owlcrate. They almost look the same. Hold on, I'm gonna zoom you in a little bit. I take up a lot of space on the screen right now, but it's so we can see the books a little bit better. They almost look the same. They did a slide color variant on, so FairyLoot, on the dust jacket, and I think they changed the color of the font a little bit, so it has like a brown greenish kind of tint to it, whereas this one is definitely more leaning purple or silver. I don't know. So both are variants, both are exclusive covers. Let's start with FairyLoot though. So FairyLoot has the very blue sprayed edges looking like this. And what's really cool about the FairyLoot one is that it has art on the naked cover that is basically the original cover. It's so stunning. It goes so well with the blue edges. It has custom end papers that look like this, which is also signed. They should be the same in the back. Look like this, although not signed. And I believe, yes, there is also inside dust jacket art, which goes with their color scheme perfectly with all the like PG tones and the purple and the blue, and everything is very cohesive with this edition. As for the Owlcrate one, it has orange sprayed edges, which is not something that I see a lot of, so I was very excited to see that when I got it. And it also came with a book plate that I've placed in the book. But other than that, it has the exclusive cover and that is about it. I also got a bookmark with it. And I don't know if it's still available to buy on their website, but it might be. So, first one. Blood Scion. I've included one collector's edition in this video just because I got it very recently and I think the edges on it are super cool. That is this Savage Song by V. Schwab. It's a redesigned cover. The edges look like this and like they continue at the top and at the bottom, and I just love them. I think they're so good. Aside from that, this edition also has some black foil on the naked cover and also comes with custom end papers that look like this, or different end papers. Custom end papers I think are more special edition thing, but at least new special end papers that go with the cover. I haven't actually read this book, but I have heard that it's really good, and I just really loved these super cool edges, so I decided to get my hands on it. Then we got two versions of Gallant, also by V.E. Schwab. They are right after the Savage Song because they're the same size. They're like super small hardbacks. So to compare with Blood Scion, which is a small hardback, it's 21 centimeters. This is a little bit smaller. And these are the same size, although this is like a square. So this is from Illumicrate and this is from Owlcrate. This is a redesigned cover that is inspired by the UK and the US covers for Gallant. They've kind of combined them. We have these super cool edges. Mine are a little bit off-centered, but I didn't want to contact them about it because I saw several other people had worse examples of this than mine is. So I was like, okay, it's fine. They continue at the top though, and also at the bottom. The roses are stunning. Like, they are beautiful. We also have some cute foiling that is red on the naked cover. and custom end papers that look like this. They're family portraits. And if you want to see the back, it looks like this. As for the Owlcrate edition, it's a color variant of the original cover, which is a little bit more like off-white, black, and red. They have gone for a black, white, gray with some whatever color that is. I don't know, because it's not like I don't know what it is. It's not a beige. Anyway, the back looks like this. You can read the quote if you want to. And this one also has foiling on the naked cover, which is a quote from the book, and also custom end papers that look like this. I have not had this edition open, so I just can't really open it more than that right now. They're the same on the back, by the way. I think this is also, yeah, I got a book plate here, or like a signed book plate right there. This edition also came with a bookmark and 2 prints, I think it was. So 2 art prints, very cool, but those were my Gallant editions. I have a newer Owlcrate edition that I received very recently. It's Greywaren by Magnifique, I think. This is the 3rd one in the Dreamer trilogy. I only have Call Down the Hawk. I don't actually have Mr. Impossible, but I'm trying to find it. So the back looks like this. I believe this is a variant of the original cover. It is slightly different, but it's about the same color scheme. I think they've added the stars to it, but I don't exactly remember how the original cover is. It might also be more foily than the original. I'm not really sure. Nah, probably not. Aside from that, I don't know if this is supposed to be foiling, but there's embossing at least. I don't actually know if there's supposed to be text on it. They send it to me for free, so like I didn't want to say anything. It is also signed right here. And it also comes with inside dust jagged art done by the author herself, which is pretty cool. It's also very, very pretty. So yeah, I don't know because there's foiling on the side, so I can't, but I don't know. If you happen to own this edition and yours is not just embossing but actual foiling, let me know because I don't. It's been kind of puzzling me since I got it, but I don't want to say anything to them. Also because my delivery company here in Denmark always causes me issues with my Owlcrate delivery. It's not because of Owlcrate, it's because of the company here. Like, they're awful. So I just don't want to deal with it. Anyway, another Owlcrate edition is Forgery of Roses by Jessica Zolzin. I completely forgot for a sec. Anyway, this is a redesigned cover, which is very cool. It's very shiny as well. It's not a kind of material that I like on my books, but I don't mind it too much. I do like the color scheme though, red, black, and white. It also has dark red sprayed edges that look like this, and foiling on the naked cover that is both red and white. A little bit of foiling on the back as well. It's like a little rose. It's very, very cute. The edition is also signed in red, and it has really beautiful dust jagged art that looks like this. It is stunning. I love it. I love the vibe. I think it's so beautiful. Gorgeous. They've been doing a lot of redesigned covers lately, so it's nice to see. I do love a good redesigned cover. Speaking of redesigned cover, this took my breath away when I opened the box. So this is the Illumicrate edition of This Woman Kingdom by Magnifique, and it's inspired by the arc, I think, for the book. The physical arc. It's so extremely foily. The spine looks like this. I don't know. This is upside down, isn't it? No, it's not. Okay. Oh, I thought my spine had taken damage. We're all good. But the spine looks like this, and the back as well is super foily too. If you want to read, you can pause the video and do that right now. And of course, it also has these absolutely stunning edges. Like, this book is so gorgeous. I can't wait for them to announce these infinite threads. The color scheme for that one is like pink or something, and I'm like, how is that gonna work with this one? But I'm sure they'll nail it, and I need it. It also has custom end papers that look like this that are extremely orange, quite a contrast to the book itself, but I like it. I like the orange with the blue, and it's also signed by Magnifique right here. Such a stunning edition. Like, she's beautiful. She's gorgeous. Also one of my favorite editions that I have. Another Illumicrate edition that I have is Little Thieves by Margaret Owen, which is from last year, I think, around November. This is also an exclusive cover, but the colorway is the same as the original. I think they've swapped some of the gold around. I think on the original cover, this bit up here is shiny, her necklace is shiny, and also possibly her necklace, and then this foiling is a little bit calm, yeah, not foily. Also, this should be shiny, I think. And then also you can see these like little flowers here, and also this bit. Those should be shiny, but they've kind of like reversed it. I like this cover. I was hoping they wouldn't do a colorway change because I really like the way that it is here with the red. If you want to see the back, it looks like this, and we have some shiny bits here too. Spine looks like this, but we also have stenciled edges that look like this, and I love these ones. They're super cool and fit with the book so well. Also, another thing that is very cool about this one, so I've lost my signed book plate for this, which sucks, but it's gone. I got it and then it disappeared. I don't know where it is, but the naked book is covered in art that is actually done by Margaret Owen herself, which is so cool. I love when authors are also artists. I think it's so good because then they can like, you know, paint their characters exactly like they envision them. So these have like their personalities just shine through so much. I have not read this book yet, but I'm very much looking forward to it when I will, because I will be reading this eventually. I've heard many good things about it. Anyway, I adore this edition, and I can't wait to see what Illumicrate is going to do with Painted Devils, I think it's called, the sequel, which is going to be released next year. In 2023, so we've been waiting a little bit for it. And then I have a FairyLoot set that is going to be a little bit difficult to show, but it's the Legend set by Mary Lou. I'm showing it like this because of the spine, so if you can't hear me that well, I apologize. But these also come with stenciled edges that have the same symbol as on the front of the covers. So to look at each one separately, let's start out with Rebel, even though it's weird to start out with Rebel, but the cover looks like this, very foily. The back looks like this. If you want to read it, you can pause the video. It also has custom end papers that look like this with the butterfly all over it. And I believe all 4 of them are actually signed. I can't remember if they're all... Yeah, this is hand signed. It's not a digital signature. So all 4 are signed, which is quite a lot of signatures, but okay. Champion, the 3rd book, looks like this in the front and then like this on the back. Also has the beautiful stenciled edges. And end papers look like this that are very dark, but I hope you can see them. Prodigy looks like this in the front, again very foily, and the back looks like this. And then we also have custom end papers that look like this. And lastly, Legend, the 1st book. We have foil on the front, foil on the back. What does it say? Each day means everything's possible again. Okay. And also custom end papers that look like this. And again, it's very much signed. I'm pretty sure they're all 4 signed. I think I've checked it before, but then it's like the 3rd time I touched them. They're just kind of casually sitting on my shelves. Let's do another Owlcrate. So we have Skin of the Sea by Natasha Bowen, which has a color variant. The original is very like gray-blue. This is, as you can see, very sea green. It has, I forgot what these are called. Gilded edges. I forgot completely for a second. Stunning gilded edges that look like this. Very shiny. It also comes with art on the naked cover that looks like this. I prefer when they're not super shiny. I don't know, I just think it looks better in a book if it's not super shiny. Custom end papers that are very watery. And also dust jacket art that looks like this. And I love this color scheme. It's stunning. I think this one is also signed. Yeah, it is. But my pages are kind of glued together a little bit, so we're good. Everything's fine. We have a signature right here. Next up, another FairyLoot. Only a Monster. Actually, I got 2 of them. This is from Owlcrate. So, Only a Monster. The Yuki cover. It's a variant. I can't remember what the original cover has in the back. Possibly red, but this has like a purple kind of pattern in the back, as you can maybe see. It's very dark, so the camera might not be picking up on it that much. It also comes with stenciled edges that are very purple. And the back looks like this if you want to read it. Ooh, we got some foily stars or something. And these are always so fun. FairyLoot editions are always like quite fun to, you know, like that's a lot of foiling. It's a bit much for my taste on this one, I think. I like the, like the foiling is very thick. I think I like the foiling with thinner lines, if you will, but quite fun anyway. It also comes with custom end papers that look like this in the front, and then that right there has to be Erin, by the way. In the back we have custom end papers that look like this, and she's stunning. She's a beautiful, beautiful woman. Girl, I think she's 17. Beautiful girl. And Erin and Nick over here. Her name is Joan, by the way, just in case you wanted to know. I don't know. I actually quite like this book, so I'm really looking forward to the sequel. And then the Owlcrate edition has a color variant. I can't remember what color she is originally, but it's probably like gray or something. She's green here, which kind of gives me Frankenstein vibes, I'm not gonna lie. Or Frankenstein's monster. More like it. Black spread edges, very simple but effective. The back looks like this. If you want to read the blurbs, you can do so. And this book is also signed right there. We do have some foiling on the naked cover. I don't really know what the sword is because I can't remember a sword in the book, if I may be honest. But we also have dust jacket art that looks like this. So this is Joan's sister, Erin, and then Nick is standing over here. Just out of curiosity, is she wearing a green dress in both of them? Oh, she is! Cool. Green and backlist dress. That's actually really cool. Next up, an Illumicrate edition. It's Iron Widow, which was actually one of my first Illumicrate books that I got. I don't think this cover is exclusive unless it's not usually foily with the title, but there's no like color change or anything, which I'm happy with because I love this cover. I think this cover is stunning as it is. Like, it's a whole, if you've seen the art piece in itself, just like up like this, it's beautiful. But this has stenciled edges that are a little bit random, but I do like them. I like them when I got it. I have seen some very, very pretty stenciled edges since. My book is dirty. Okay, but we have foiling on the naked cover with a quote from the book, and I feel like this quote very much sums up the whole story, so if you haven't read it, you should read it because this quote is awesome. We also got ourselves some inside dust jacket art with our characters, whose names I cannot remember for the life of me right now, but they're gorgeous, beautiful. It's stunning with the, I almost call it an animatronic, but that's not what it's called. The mecha or something. Mecha suit, possibly? I think it's called mecha something, but in the synopsis it just says giant transforming robots. So anyway. But yes, Illumicrate's Iron Widow. And the sequel is coming out next year as well. Heavenly Tyrant, I think it's called. So we'll see if they do an edition on it. I don't know. We're gonna have like 4 Owlcrate editions right on top of each other, but this is Together We Burn by Isabel Ibanez. Oh, I forgot to say. Sharon J. Xiao. I'll probably forget some, to be honest. It's not to be disrespectful, it's just because I get sidetracked. But this is a redesigned cover. I think the original is like, it's black and then it has some kind of like motif here in the middle. Very like typical YA cover these days. This comes with foiling on the naked cover that looks like this with a quote in there, and also foiling on the back that looks like this. She's a flamingo dancer, so this is her thing. Custom end papers that look like dragon scales. I think this is also signed. It is right there, signed. Actually a really pretty, like this is really stunning with all the patterns on it and everything. Wow. Okay. And we also got some inside dust jacket art by Pauhami. I recognize the style. Very cute, very cool. I have 2 book sleeves from Illumicrate with art on them done by this artist, so I can recognize their style by now. Next up is Dreams Lie Beneath by Rebecca Ross. This is also an Owlcrate edition, redesigned to cover. The original actually is quite pretty. It's like a girl standing surrounded by a very like glowy kind of light, surrounded by some plants and some stuff. Anyway, I hope you got something out of that description. Yes. But this is what this cover looks like. This has foiling on the naked cover, which is kind of like a knight's helmet or something, I think. Yeah, a knight's helmet. I don't know what for. Got a fingerprint on the back of it. I wonder where that came from. It also has very nice inside dust jacket art of our 2 nemesises, or not nemesises, but they're not friends. But they might become friends, if you know what I mean. But they're not friends to start out with. It's super cool though, this art. And this book is also signed by Rebecca Ross. I have heard such lovely things about this book. I have not read it yet. I've been wanting to since I got it. And I don't know why, I just keep not picking it up. I really should. Maybe February. We'll see. Then we got Hotel Magnifique by Emily J. Taylor. And this is it's a colorway change. I have the original as well. So this is actually fun. I can't show you, but this has like glow in the dark thing, glue, paint, whatever it's called on it. So if I turn off the light, it'll glow in the dark. However, if I turn off the light, you can't see anything and I'll have camera issues and stuff after. So I'm not going to, but it glows in the dark. And as you can see, it's very teal and stuff, so it fits with that, whereas this is like purple and gold. Oh, there's some pink on it as well. Cool. But yeah, the title glows in the dark. There's this little like outline here of the hotel, but also this part and the same down here. And I believe this net, or that's not what it's called. I don't know what it's called, but like a lot of these like little things right here, they glow in the dark too. Plus the title here on the side glows as well. Can't remember if some of the pink does. This pink might. But yeah, it's quite fun. I tested it out when I got it and it did work, so it's quite fun. It has art on the naked cover which says, hello? Greetings, traveler. I cannot remember for the life of me. And farewell, traveler on the back. It has foily end papers that are super cool, very art deco. And it also has inside dust jacket art by Gemlin on Instagram if you want to check them out. I follow them. I recognize their style. I forgot they did the art for this. But cool. Good for you. Why is he wearing something on his finger? What is that? Why does it glow? Is that a knife? Can you do like, it looks like he can do like imagine this is his finger, right? And then he does like, it looks like that. I don't know why I had to show you, but you're welcome. And as per usual with Owlcrate editions, it is also signed in purple. Very fitting with the rest of the book. So in Owlcrate edition of Violet Made of Thorns by Gina Chen, but I also have a FairyLoot edition of the same book. So this is the UK cover. This is a redesigned cover. I cannot remember for the life of me what the US cover looks like at all. Like it's not nothing. But let's start out with this. I really like this cover. Like this is so gorgeous. This is such a good redesigned cover. I really like it. If you want to see it up close, it has some details and stuff. And on the back, it looks like this. No sprayed edges, but with this kind of cover, I'm like, yes. Hands down the best part though. It's not the foiling, but it does have some foiling, which is right here. Quotes from the book, also foiling on the back. Quite a lot of foiling on this one. My favorite part though are these super stunning and cute end pages, and I'm pretty sure I've read this copy, so like why does it feel like I've not read it? I'm pretty sure I've read this one. Did I not? Maybe I read that one. I can't remember. Anyway, I know I read the book. I just can't remember which book I read. But look how cute they are. So cute. Oh, they fit the book so well. And this is also signed and in purple, which also fits the book so well. Authors, I see what you're doing and know that I appreciate it. Oh, I forgot. This also comes with inside dust jacket art. So we have our Violet and also our Silas, I think his name is, at a masquerade. I'm fairly sure I've read this edition. I'm so confused. How does it feel like it's not been opened? Seems like I'm just very good at taking care of my books, except from that other one that had a lot of little fingerprints on it. Anyway, the FairyLoot edition is a color variant, so the original is very purple, whereas this one kind of looks like it has like a sunset sort of color scheme, and so do the ombre spread edges. I will fully admit that I am not a massive fan of ombre edges. I just can't really tell you why. I think it works on this one because it fits with the cover so well. But if you take off the dust jacket, it's kind of the opposite. So like this goes from blue to orange, but then this goes from orange to blue, which is a little bit confusing. I do like the art on the naked cover though, but yeah. Also there's a lot of orange compared to blue. It's like the orange just kind of like ate the blue. I think this is a very pretty edition regardless, just want to say. End papers look like this in the front. This is Violet looking over the city, and then, or not the city, looking over the gardens, because down here we have Silas looking up at Violet from the gardens. My camera's still focusing on me. Focus on Silas. Thank you. Okay. And it's stunning. The end paper art is stunning. I love it. Especially this picture. I just really like the way that the lighting hit her, like, or the lighting hits her. It's just so pretty. It's funny because the original cover really does not give sunset vibes, and somehow they've just made it look like sunset, including the end papers. It just gives off sunset vibes. I don't know. Very cool. Nicely done. Okay. I apparently have like a lot of Owlcrate editions. I did not realize. How did that happen? But I have the Ballad of Never After, which is the sequel to Once Upon a Broken Heart. I can't remember what the original cover looks like. Based on this, I think it's black and then with purple? Possibly. But like, I cannot remember. So, but this is what it looks like. White. I think it's black with purple though. Spine is purple. We have foiling on the naked cover that is also purple. And I think this must be a quote from the book, but I've not actually read it yet. I have read Once Upon a Broken Heart, but I don't know. End papers that are super nice. I like these end papers a lot with the fox and the arrows and the apples and the little purple touch as well with the leaves. It's very nice. And then we got inside dust jacket art done by Gemlin as well. So we have Evangeline and also Jax, and they're reflected in the mirror over here, which is quite cool. I wonder what they're going to. Like, why is she dressed up like this? I want to know. This book is also signed by Stephanie Garber. And then I got Ballad Dagger by Danielle José Older. I don't really know how to pronounce their last name. I tried. I gave it a shot. Yes. So I cannot remember. I think they took something off of this cover and then they made it purple. I think it was another color originally, but I cannot remember that well. I'm really trying, but it was definitely not purple though. Or maybe it was. Anyway, the back looks like this, very purple. This has a lot of foiling, so the front looks like this, both in Spanish, I think, yes, and also in English down here. And then on the back, it has a, what we call in Danish, a G key, but I forgot what it's called in English. A treble? Is it that one? Is that a treble? See, I had music for like years and years, but I've learned the Danish terms, not the English ones. So I'm like, help a girl out here because I feel like I should know because I've had music for that long, but I cannot, I don't know. I learned music in another language. How weird is that? Anyway. Oh, right. It's in Spanish in these letters and then English in the cursive. It also has the map as the end papers, which is super cool. It looks like a postcard as well, which is quite nice. And it's also signed. I mean, it's a doodle, but it is signed. I'll take that as a signature. This also comes with Inside Dust jacket art that is actually reversible and has a super nice color scheme to it. Like, I like these colors together. They look very nice. This is also reminding me that I really need to read this book. So many of my books I haven't read. And now for FairyLoot, this Vicious Grays by Emily Teed, or hopefully something close to it. I think the original cover is like off-white instead of yellow or anything. I think it's just off-white, but they made it yellow. This book has to do with lemons apparently because the camera won't really pick it up that well, but there are lemon stenciled edges onto the edges. I swear. It's just that they're very light yellow, so it's really difficult for the camera to pick them up, but hopefully you can see them. I remember getting this and just being like, oh my gosh, it's so yellow. Yellow is not one of my favorite colors for books. I don't mind it so much. I think it's just got to do with the fact that I also don't really, I'm not the biggest fan of the cover. It's fine though. I love the foiling here though, and I like that it's brown. I think the brown goes really well with the yellow cover. It's focusing on my ear and I don't really know why. Thank you. There you can see. We have the lead character and also the title. Spine looks like this. Wait, there are leaves on the spine. I never noticed. Okay. And you may be able to recognize the foil as well here because it's the same kind of motif. This is cool as well because, okay, first of all, very dark, but also with the yellow lemons and the leaves and everything. And she's looking that way. And then in the back, we have a man character looking that way, so like they're kind of looking at each other. But I like the dark with like little touches of something as well. I wonder if she makes everything grow and it looks like he makes it die. Oh, I love how the light is hitting her. Look at her, like whatever this is. Look how the light is hitting it. The artist did so well. Stunning. Stunning. Actually stunning. Okay, and it's also signed right here. And I think that was brown, right? It's so good that they do that. I love that. The book is brown, so of course the author's like, I'm gonna sign it in brown. I love that. Keep doing that, authors. I remember Ellie Hazelwood for Illumicrate's The Love Hypothesis, the original, the first round, did like different colors, like a lot of different colors for her signatures. So when people got theirs, they started posting them in the different colors. They were like, oh, I got a red one. Oh, I got a pink. I got a blue. And I thought it was super cute. Speaking of Illumicrate, I have the We Hunt the Flame Sands of Arawiya set by Hafsa Faisal, or the set is by Illumicrate. You can see that down here. It has the eye. Very, very cool. These are redesigned covers. The art is done by Monolime Art. So the first one looks like this. We have Saphira, and then on the back we have Nasir. I just wanted to make sure. Nasir. And they also come with printed edges that should match the cover. So it's kind of like, you see? Yeah. Yep. And this is so cool because Hafsa Faisal herself is actually a bit of an artist. Not a bit. Let's just say she's an artist, okay? Saying a bit of an artist sounds like I'm discrediting her, and that's not what I meant. So she designed this herself, the foiling. Like, look at this pattern. That is stunning. And this is probably the main reason, and also because of Monolime, that I wanted this set, because I think this is so good. And I just think it's so cool that she did it herself as well. The spine as well looks like this if you want to see, and just has pink end papers that go with the book, and it's also signed by Hafsa Faisal. And then of course we got We Free the Stars as well, Saphira, Nasir, and I forgot his name, but he's basically my favorite character in the book. I think. I don't remember his name. It doesn't even say. Oh, but it's signed in a different color. Cool. So it fits with the book, because this definitely is a bit more yellow-orange. We have a column right here that is also on the printed edges. He's like, no joke, he's my favorite. And I didn't know this when I got this book. I just turned it around. I was like, ooh, who is he? As you do. And then I found out while reading it that I didn't realize until I picked up this book after reading the book that it's him on the back. And I was like, yes, I knew. Or I didn't know, but he was fated to be my favorite. Yeah, you get it? Okay. We also have foiling on this naked cover, and again done by Hafsa Faisal herself, and this is so stunning. It's beautiful. Such a good job. Such a good job. And also the spine looks like this. Oh, if you want to see the end papers, they're super orange. Altair, that's his name. Yep, Altair. So this is probably my least favorite Illumicrate edition, but there's also not much going on it. It's We All Fall Down by Rose Shabo. I'm not sure how to pronounce their last name. And I wasn't excited to get this book, I'll be honest. I wanted the items in the box, so I still got it. But anyway, it also doesn't really have a lot going on. These are custom digitally printed edges though by Rastatir, I think it is. And they are stunning. Hands down my favorite part of the book. Also some, just in general, really good edges. But other than that, there's not much going on in this book because I don't think it has an exclusive cover, and it doesn't have foiling, it doesn't have end papers, it does have a signature. So there's not much going on in this one. But I also understand that sometimes they need to do editions that aren't necessarily super customized to be able to do something like Babel, for example. I should have done like this. No, where is it? I'm sitting right in front of it. But Babel, for example, that came with a slipcase. I think this was in the June box. And then Babel was in August. So it's kind of like, you know, it has to be a give and take. They can't just put major bits of their budget into every single book. But yeah, they probably knew that this book wasn't going to be super popular either, where Babel was going to be. So they decided to take some of the budget for that book and put it in Babel instead. Maybe. It's just a theory. I don't fully know. We do have The Depths by Nicole Lesperenze. And this is an Owlcrate edition. It has a redesigned cover. The original has like a girl's face that is peeking out from like plants and stuff. There's a spider on her cheek, which happy that we don't have spiders on this one. At least I don't think we do. Do we? I should not look for them. Anyway, there's a little bit of foiling here and there, which is super cool. Back looks like this. I do like this cover. I think it's cute. Like, I don't know. I like it. It's very typical YA, but I like the flowers on it, and I really like the foiling, the little bits. This also comes with art on the naked cover, which has a stunning color scheme, and I don't know what these two characters are doing, but okay. And also on the back, it looks like this, but this is like stunning. She's beautiful. Also has foiled end papers that look like this with little leaves on them. Oh, and bones. Well, that's promising. And also a blue signature, which, can you tell that matches the blue foiling? She thought that through. I believe, yes. It also has inside dust jacket art, and I think the artist's name is Rudy Beetle. I could be wrong though, but they did the cover for, oh, it's not here anymore, Far Wilder Magic as well. So if you want to check them out, that is their name. I want to help when I can. It's just not always that I remember the artist's name, but they have a very distinct style, so like I remember seeing it before. I think it's Rudy Beetle, but it might not be exactly that. They did do the new covers on the Winter Night trilogy, Illumicrate's Winter Night trilogy. They did the redesigned cover for that one, so you can find them in the latest post on that on Illumicrate's Instagram. There you go, I helped. We really don't have a lot of books left. So I got two The Drowned Woods by Emily Lloyd Jones. This is an Owlcrate edition, which is meant to go with the Bone Houses, but I have the black. The Bone House is the original one, or the standard one. However, it still looks really nice next to it. I can't show you, but it still looks really nice next to it. It's just that the Bone Houses edition they did is also white. So, but the original, the Drowned Woods, is actually dark blue. This comes with foiling that looks like this on the front, and then we have like, oh, if you want to read the quote, by the way, pause the video right here. But there's also like a symbol on the back, or whatever that is, something with water and a moon. Yes, on the back. It's nice, I just don't know what it means. This also has custom end papers of our girl Mare. She can control the water, so that's what she's doing here. Super cool. And it's also signed by Emily Lloyd Jones. And of course, we also have some inside dust jacket art with a lot of characters, because this is a heist book, so there's a crew, and that requires a lot of characters. And there's a corgi! There's a corgi right there, just in case you've not seen it. So cute! As for the Illumicrate edition, this is the UK cover, so it's a little bit different. I cannot remember what the color scheme of the original one is. Something tells me purple, but I could be wrong about that. This is very blue though, as you can see. We got stenciled edges that look like this, very watery, but that fits with the book. The back looks like this. It has a lot of foiling on the naked cover that looks like this. There's a woman here, but I really have a hard time telling. Oh, there's some fish! I spotted something new. There's some fish right here, but it's really difficult to tell on this one because there's so much foil. Definitely fish though. Anyway. It's still pretty. I just have a hard time telling what is what. This one is also signed and it matches the stenciled edges. And this one also comes with inside dust jacket art that looks like this. I think it's the same artist that did the foiling. I'm fairly certain that it is. I do like the style. I think it's very cool. It's very unique. So our last Owlcrate book is the Ivory Key by Akshaya Raman, which was, I think, their January book. The original is like an off-white kind of color. This is a very dark blue leaning on black. Actually, I would say, is it black or blue? I can't tell, but anyway. But the inside is the same color. It's just like this bit out here used to be a very like off-white kind of color. As for this one, we have some foiling on the naked cover that looks like this. We also have a signature right here and some inside dust jacket art of all our characters. I think more or less. Maybe we're missing one, but these are the siblings at least. I just can't remember. I think there are actually 4 siblings, so one of them isn't a sibling, but I can't remember exactly. I might also be misremembering the amount of siblings. It's 4 or 5, but there's also another character who's not a sibling. It's not important anyway. I mean, it is important to the story. So, but other than that, not much going on with this one. Then we have a FairyLoot book that is The Darkening by Sunyamara, which is stunning. The original is purple. So it's quite funny that FairyLoot, they had to change it to from purple because they usually change books to purple, but it looks really good in blue. I love the foil here. It's so nice. There's so much of it. It's so nice. The back looks like this if you want to see. And then we of course have stenciled edges that look like feathers to go with the front of the cover. They are very nicely done, as you can see, because these are like feathers. This book also has foiling on the naked cover that looks like this with the title down here. Spine looks like this. It also has stunning end paper art that looks like this in the front, and it's different in the back. I think this is our lead character, by the way. Oh, we can't see her. Over here. It's very dark. And then in the back, we have these 2 characters that I don't know. Like, I don't know who they are. But that hair looks so good, by the way. I like the style. Oh, there's an animal! I didn't notice until now. There's a tiger! Or something. Some kind of saber tiger or whatever over here. I never noticed. FairyLoot in general does really good with their end paper art. Like really solid choices for character art, I think. It's always very nice to see when you open the book. Speaking of another one, or at least like their newer books have a lot of really nice character and paper art. So we got The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea, also by FairyLoot. This is written by Axio. It's so cute. The original is, oh gosh, I can't remember. I think it's more like lavender instead of coral. I love the coral. I think the coral looks so good on this one because it pops more than the purple did. So yes, she's so cute and she's so beautiful. The back looks like this. It's just a really like nice cover. Just in general, it's just so cute, so nice. And then we have stunning stenciled edges that is of a dragon that are they're so good. Sorry, I really like this edition. It's one of my favorite editions too. The naked cover is like an off-white, slightly yellow, and then with blue foiling on it, we have the dragon and also our lead girl whose name is Mina. Her name is Mina, but she's sitting right here. She's so cute. It's such a good edition. Sorry. Spine looks like this. I'm fangirling over the edition still. I got this in like January or something. I'm still fangirling. March. Got it in March. Okay, we have custom end papers that are stunning too. So good. They're so good. This is just in general a very, very good edition. And the back end papers look like this, and they're so good too. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not sorry. I'm very excited for this edition. I think the only pointer that I have is that the edges are very blue, whereas the cover is more like a sea green. Very heavy on the blue though in the sea green, but they just kind of like clash a little bit. But that's it. That's honestly it. And it doesn't bother me that much. So she's beautiful. One of my most prized editions that I have. I think she's stunning. We got two more. So let's actually start with one that I bought secondhand by FairyLoot. It's Fire with Fire by Destiny Soria. And this I believe is actually from 2021 or 2020. When did it come out? Wait, I want to show you this. There's something funny going on with this one. 2021. Okay. But I don't think this is an exclusive cover. If it is, it's like a very slight color change, but I don't think it is. The back looks like this. I just really like this one. First of all, it has like very slightly orangey kind of edges, but it also has a dragon on the naked cover, and I really like this one. It's like one of the, they started changing up how they did their special editions a lot in 2021. Like they upped their quality, if you will. Hard to explain. At least in my eyes, they did. And this was one of the first one where they did like cool foiling. But there's something really funny with the signature, because you can see the signature over here. It's black, but I don't know if the camera's gonna pick up on this. There's like a slight yellow signature over here too. Like, I don't know. Like the ink kind of smeared off on this page. I really don't know if the camera will pick it up. It's very funny, but it's yellow, whereas this is definitely black. It's only on the back too. I have questions. What is going on here? I don't know. I can't tell. Anyway, this is also a sister story, and we have inside dust jacket art of the sisters and also the dragon, whereas this one is like more friendly towards the dragon. This one is definitely not. Quite the opposite, but here we go. I don't think it's cute. I got this quite cheap and I was very excited about it. So it's my only FairyLoot edition from 2021. And I wish I could get more, but they're hard to come by without having to pay that, because most people that resell them are either in the US or the UK. So anyway. Lastly, we have The Whispering Dark by Kelly Andrew, which is, I think, actually my newest Illumicrate edition, because I haven't gotten my November box yet. So the original has purple flowers or whatever they are in the back, whereas these are changed to like this pink kind of color. The back looks like this, and then we have stunning printed edges on the side. I think they're printed and not stenciled, but they might be stenciled actually, that are flowers, and they're super pretty. The naked cover looks like this. It goes with the color change as well. It has like it's like a purple pink kind of color. We have end papers that are very pink as well. I really like the color for this. And I believe it's also signed, which it is right here. Although not in pink. That would have been like a really good choice though, is all I'm saying. But this one also comes with inside dust jacket art that is reversible and is super cool. I really love the look of this with the contrast, like her over here in the dark with her white hair and him over here in the white with his dark clothes and dark hair. Such a nice contrast. Oh, she has like a little bit of purple in her hair too. Very, very cool inside dust jacket art. I think I have a weakness for dudes with this kind of hair, I just realized. But anyway, that's my last comment in this video. You're welcome for that one. So those were the ones that I have to show you today. I, however, do have an Owlcrate lying next to me, a box. I also have the Bone Witch set lying next to me. And I have another Owlcrate boxing coming soon, so a bit of a shame that I couldn't open those up before doing this video, but you got to see the ones that are unboxed at least. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see me talk about special editions some more, come back for bookish unboxings. I do both FairyLoot, Illumicrate, Illumicrate Afterlight, and also Owlcrate, so plenty of bookish unboxings if you like those kinds of videos. But if you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up, and if you want to stick around for more like this, but also TBR videos and wrap-ups and readathons and all the booktube stuff, definitely consider hitting the subscribe button. Again, if you want to check out the books and their synopses, they are linked in the description box down below. But that is all I got for you guys today. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye!
Oh, you know you're beautiful.